better I start like we did before?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just a second. Okay. You started the recording. Okay.
Okay, let's just.
So 3, 2, 1. We can start. Okay. So hello everyone. We are in podcast Be the Change, podcast episode 1, and here I'm Amin Tahirli, and here I have my dear friend, our guest Momo, and today we are going to talk about the food waste and food waste, especially in restaurants, and we're gonna touch on the topics about the other waste too. So please, Momo, can you introduce yourself first yourself, and then continue about the topic?
Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you, Amin, for inviting me for this podcast, which is a very important topic that we will talk a lot about this in this session. So my name is Mohammed Naim, and I am living in Italy, and all my research and work is about sustainable development goals, and one of these goals is about waste food. So that's
Okay.
I'm here to talk about today.
So in our topic, as I mentioned before, I would like to talk about the food waste in restaurants, especially in restaurants, because restaurants are the place where the obviously food is getting prepared. So it's the main spot where we have to focus on. So basically, what do you think about the food waste in the restaurants, and is it too much in the restaurants, or is there any areas that there is much more waste than in restaurants? And if the restaurant is the one that there is too much waste, how do you think how they waste the food, and is there any solution to that?
Okay, thank you for pointing on these questions.
My
That they are
pleasure.
actually very interesting. So before that, I would like to start by some statistics just to understand the scale of this issue in our society. Food waste now is not just two words. It's became a real issue in our world, and I will explain this by saying that currently now 25% of waste food comes only from restaurant, which is a huge amount
That's a huge numbers actually.
of food waste. This means that we have a tons of billion of waste that we are producing greenhouses. We have a lot of problems of methane, compost, and a lot of things that are basically the result of this
Yes.
food waste. This is from one side. If we want to talk the second question was about the solution.
The solution.
The solution. Okay, the solution basically they are not from one side, they are from different side, like from the side of the government and from the side of the population.
Yes, that includes a lot of reasons.
Society. So
Okay.
we have three or two elements that we should include. So we have the society, we have the government, and we have the combination of both. So, as if we want to tackle this solution, this problem, to provide some solution, we need to target these elements. In one side, just the government; in one side, just the society, the community, and the third side, both. So let's talk a little bit about from the society, which is the most important element, because it's. While we are talking about society, we are talking about population, we are talking about families, we are talking about children, we are talking about youth, we are talking about a lot of elements. So to summarize what we can do as some suggestion to improve and to help in a better and positive way our society is to try to make some awareness and sensibilization of about this topic. How we can do this? There are a lot of solutions. For example, social media. We all know that social media it's not something that we are kidding about. It's really important to
raise awareness.
Yes. Toward people by showing them some examples, by talking about this topic, by doing podcasts like we are doing now, and by some activities that we
Yes.
can do. People usually they cannot attend in person, they can attend it online, so it's
Yes.
part from social media activities.
So not to talk to them one by one,
Yes.
not directly,
Yes.
but giving a big impact by the means of the social media.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great point, I would say. And as you mentioned about social media, I would like to talk about food aesthetics, which is also one issue in our days, because now everything is about surrounded by aesthetics, and people nowadays it's trending to have everything aesthetic, which means in the social media means, which is like it can be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. They try to make the best photo of the meals, which looks so aesthetic, which makes more clients to come to the restaurant, but it means also that they waste a lot of food to make this possible. So what do you think about this side of food aesthetics, and is it good idea to bring them more clients, or it can be avoided and there can be another way to take the attention of the clients?
Importantly, you are right, and what you said, it's the truth. We
Yes.
cannot avoid it and we cannot hide it, importantly, but we can provide some solution, or we can help to reduce the impact of this problem. So as you know, people, they are caring more, they are eating by their eyes first, then their other.
Obviously.
Yes. So it's about marketing, like
Yes.
emotional marketing, which is one of the parts, because there are a lot of types of marketing. One of them is emotional marketing.
Yes.
What they do, they try to sell you not the product, but the design and the aesthetic of the product.
Yes.
So in a way or in another, we should make some guidelines for this way of presenting food or to selling food to people, by having like a uniform let's say package or uniform product, that they should be more or less
Yes.
the same for all. However, it's not something that it's so easy. It need time, and it need united work from all partners and members of from the side of supermarket or restaurant, but also from the side of government, because
Yes.
the government should help on this,
Obviously.
by making some guidelines, policies, or pressure on supermarket to not just they can do whatever they want. They should take care about the clients, but also about our society, our environment,
Yes.
our let's say everything related to sustainability in
Yes.
a big way. And they should be aware about sustainable development goals. Like now we are talking about waste food, but waste food is like a small tiny part from sustainable development goals. And now we are so far to achieve the agenda 2030, which
Yes.
include like 70 goals. That now, for example, if we want to talk about Italy, it's about let's say they achieve more than they are like ranked all over the world 23. It's good, but we are not happy about this
So
situation.
I totally agree with you, Momo, and all the points that you pointed, they were really reasonable. But I would like to mention another thing, which is that the government, as you mentioned, actually we can call that government is us. So basically the government is me, is you, is our listeners, is the ones that make this project. So I have one favorite saying, which is saying all for one and one for all. So basically it all starts from us, and that's why we are preparing and doing a lot of Erasmus projects, and we are doing a lot of projects to avoid the food waste. But actually nowadays it's just a cycle that keep continuing, and as you said, I think you're really right that it's all about government. So there are a lot of things that they should take into account and make maybe more projects and include even the worldwide places to interact with this project and preserve the balance of the food waste, and including markets, including restaurants, including personal use. And do you have something to add?
I would thank you for pointing this. This remind me of a discussion that I had with an expert in sustainability, and like while we were talking, he said that we are the present, but I answered we are the future.
Yes.
Because today we are the present, but tomorrow we are the future.
Exactly.
So we should not think about the providing solution for like short term.
Yes.
No, we should think about like 10 years, 30 years. That's what we call, if we want to define sustainable development, it's talking about this generation and the future generation.
Yes, start now in presence and think about the future.
Think about the future, because if you are just focusing this situation now, like for example, I said that we have 25% of waste food comes from restaurant. That's the present.
Yes.
But it could be more in the future. So instead of just trying to reduce the impact of this 25%, we can think that tomorrow will be 15. So we will work on this 15, or let's work on 100%. 100%, it's more challenging, but at least if you are working on 100%, we are close to 90%,
Yes.
and that's from our side. In another side, they should. For example, the project that we are doing now about it's
Food
called
waste.
OPS, I Wasted Aga, organized by the organization
Be the Change.
Be the Change
Yes.
in Italy, in
That
Sicily.
organized also this podcast.
Exactly.
So big thanks to them.
Yeah, special thanks to them, because it's really important. We need some projects like this to raise awareness toward this issue. And for example, this youth Erasmus Youth Exchange organized by the European Union, they are really a great initiative to
start this campaign. Yes.
to start. But this is not enough. It should be something for addressed for parents, for families,
Obviously.
for small communities, for local scale, for regional scale, for national scale, between south, north,
Yes.
east, west. We should target.
Worldwide.
Yes, exactly. But not only this, also between countries, also between continents.
Yes.
Because it's not
Exactly.
because climate change or sustainable or waste food, it's something that will impact everyone. For example, the impact of climate change, to have in Netherlands, they are facing problem of the sea that became each year we have
Yes.
30 centimeter of water up of the normal situation. But they are not the problem. It's a problem of everyone.
Yes.
That's more or less my thought about this
That's
topic.
a really great point. But as we talked about societies and worldwide, and I totally agree with this. But let's imagine this. My question is, we talk about every society, but maybe apart from the markets, the restaurants, the societies, maybe it's just about the personal use. So my question basically is, do you think food waste also happens by the personal selfishness and ego that the people have, and mostly the rich people, they have this hunger that never stops. So they basically buy a lot of food and overstock it, which are a lot that they don't even use. And for example, they can use it for the local events, for their even on parties, that they buy a lot of products, but they don't use it, and they overstock it, and it gets bad and they throw it away.
Yeah.
So do you think it can also be connected to the people's ego and selfishness?
In a indirect way, yes, because let's say, I will give just an example. Let's say we try to reduce food from people, and they feel that there is less food.
Yes.
They will be afraid and they will respect food. But when they feel that we have overproduction, we have enough, we go. For example, let's talk about COVID.
Yes,
At that time, people they didn't waste food.
exactly.
And I watched like I read a lot of studies, and they said that food was not wasted too much in that period. Why? Because people they were aware that
Exactly.
if they eat a lot, they will not find food a lot. So in this case, people they should feel like the importance of food. It's
Yes.
not just go into the market and you will find whatever you want. Sometimes it's not a good solution, but from the statistic said this. It's a fact. Some facts we cannot change it. This is just between bracket to talk about this topic. To come back on our topic, we can say that it's not like selfish from people, but they are not aware that food waste, because they have food, they eat it, and that's it. But some people that they have like poor countries or something, they are actually aware of this, because they know that they have such amount of food. If they didn't manage it well, they will not find
Yes.
food. So it's
Yes.
not their problem. But as I told you, in an indirect way, they are, as you said, like,
Of course.
and they could be like selfish in this situation. But for the current situation, I would say that they are not, because they are not aware about this situation. They have food. What they can do? They should be informed from like some people that they are working on this topic by social media, by movies, by theatro,
Yes,
by
yes.
theater, a lot of tools that we can use to let them feel this issue. That's
Yes.
my answer to this question.
Thank you, Momo, for your thoughts. It was really impressive, and thank you for giving us really bright and clear examples. To conclude this, this podcast, I would like to give just small speech about my also opinions. So I would like to say that, as you mentioned, I totally agree with that it's about government and the societies one by one going down. So these Erasmus projects and all these activities are organized to raise awareness and start to act to prevent the food waste. So as we said, it goes by society and society. So these governments and these Erasmus projects raise awareness in the people, and to our listeners that listening to this podcast, to us that attending this project, which is Oops, I Wasted Again,
Yeah.
which is about food waste, and to the partners that are listening to us, to give examples to their children. So one by one, societies, the growing future, should be aware about the food waste, and they should preserve the food. So that's what I wanted to say for tonight, and I want to ask organizer of this project, Emmanuel, for this podcast and for this project. In this project we did really good work about the food waste, and I think our listeners, the members of this project, everyone now has the awareness about food waste, and I think they will impact it on their every daily life. And thank you, Momo.
Yeah, I
Thank
will
you for
just
coming to this
finish by
project.
this. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I will just to finish by this, let's say, phrase that it's really time to act now. Don't wait for tomorrow. It's time to act now. So let's work together to face these challenges and these problems, for not only for us but also for the future generation. Thank you.
Yes, so basically act now and think about future. So special thanks to the Be The Change organization, the organizer Emmanuel, and thank you everyone. Thank you, that listeners. Bye. Ciao.
Ciao.